Stay tuned for the biggest fish, the hottest bites, this week here on In-Depth Outdoors. With James Holst.
Look at that. Wow, is that an incredible fish?
And the rest of the IDO fishing team. We're headed to the best fisheries across the upper Midwest and Canada. We'll fish longer, explore unfished bodies of water, and go further off the beaten path in search of the hottest bites in fresh water. With Pat McSherry.
All right, what a fish.
And Andy Fiocca.
Wow. Get the colors on this fish.
This is In-Depth Outdoors.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of In-Depth Outdoors. I'm James Holst. Now on today's episode, we're going to head to northern Wisconsin to fish with Justin Soffa. And the topic of today's show is how to show our viewers how to efficiently break down a body of water and find quickly the crappies in that lake. Now last week during the bitter cold, Justin had found a new crappie lake. He hadn't fished it before. Basically got out on the lake, set up the shack, punched 2 holes, and had fish under him all day long. Now our visitors are always asking us to share some of the techniques we use out there on the water to eliminate water, get on fish fast, even down to how we're punching our holes to be efficient when we're out there on the water. That's what we're going to do today. It's going to be Justin Soffa and I exploring a fairly new body of water to the both of us in northern Wisconsin here today on In-Depth Outdoors. This is what real winter looks like.
Yes, lots of snow.
Yeah, you've got more snow here than anywhere else I've been all season. Well, of course, it's early in the season, but
We're very fortunate.
we've got nothing at home to speak of. How about one right next to the snowmobile? So we got going here today, just your very typical lake for winter pan fishing, primarily crappies in this lake. And Justin and I are going to kind of go through the thought process of how we approach a very common lake you'll find in Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota. Basically, it's a smaller lake. Most of the lake bottoms out in about 35 foot of water, and there's very few, limited numbers of deep holes in this lake. So we're going to break down this deep hole, see if we can't locate the crappies in this area, and then maybe set up a windbreak. And the big goal here today is really want to get a feel for how these crappies are moving throughout this deeper water area, this basin, throughout the course of the day. So what we're hoping is we're able to track these fish from sunrise now all the way to sunset and see how they interact with this deeper water over the course of an entire day of fishing.
No, there's 2 of them. They're coming back. Got them.
Was he about 21 foot?
Yep.
That's gonna be a decent fish, isn't it? Hey!
Not a bad start.
No. You know, if we can get these things pinpointed pretty good, or if they're just moving, if they're moving around enough, we'll just set up my my resort and just use it as a windbreak. It's not too super cold.
Right on. There it goes. Thank you.
I think I owe you $1, although I am going to file an official protest because I didn't even get my stuff ready yet. I was too busy punching holes. We'll work it out tonight over dinner.
All right.
Beautiful piece of country you got here, Mr. Soffa. Crappie fisherman's dream right here. Got a bunch of them just piled up. There he is.
Got one?
I'm on the board.
All right.
I don't think he's very big though. I may have damaged our average. Just a little guy.
Well, I guess they have to start somewhere.
Yeah, right. I'm a slow starter. Just a little guy. Bye-bye. All right. Had 3-4 ones down there though. It's a good sign. You know, crappies are one of the most popular species targeted by pan fishermen. And I think one of the reasons is they play real fun on electronics. You know, they live above, up off the bottom. You can see them real good. I mean, here comes one rifling up right here. Oh! They live above the bottom, so you can really interact with that fish on your electronics. You know, the key to consistently being successful on these crappies in this type of you know, situation where you've got a lot of fish milling around in a basin is to just to stay on them, move efficiently as you follow that school around. Very often they'll start out a little bit shallower early in the morning, midday they'll slide out deeper, and then again at sunset they'll move up shallow again. I'm killing our average. This isn't too bad. Bigger than that last one. If we were going to keep some fish, that would be the one. In fact, we might actually keep some crappies today for supper. But given it's about 15 degrees out, I'm going to fire this guy back because I don't want to clean frozen fish. Zoop. Very nice. Fishing a 1/32 ounce Flash Champ spoon. One of my favorite patterns there, that green UV tiger. A few spikes on the treble there. Looks like Justin's into a nice one there.
There you go, a nice one.
I know his, oh, there you go.
They're starting to get a little bit bigger for us. Boom. Nice and easy. And away she goes. 100 miles an hour. See if we can get some more.
StrikeMaster introduces the new Lithium 40 volt. Everything you've ever wanted in an ice auger. With a 40% increase in cutting speed over the competition and up to 100 holes per charge, the Lithium 40 volt has the power and stamina you need to hunt down your next big bite. And for a limited time, all Lithium 40 volt augers come with a spare battery, free. The new Lithium 40 volt, only from StrikeMaster. From the first time you pick up a tuned-up custom rod, you'll know you're holding something special. A rod not mass-produced, but built one at a time by the hands of gifted craftsmen. Rods like the Precision, ice fishing's most versatile multi-species rod, or the Precision Noodle with a tip so sensitive you'll never fish a spring bobber again. And the Commander, the rod that's never met a big fish it couldn't best. Tuned-up custom rods. Ice rods handcrafted for you and the way you fish.
This winter, set a trap for your next trophy with iFish Pro. Ideal for all species, iFish Pro is an innovative fishing system that allows an angler to use their favorite rod and reel instead of trying to manage the fish hand over hand.
There's a flag right there.
Complete your ice fishing arsenal with iFish Pro, tactical ice gear that puts the fight back into tip-up fishing.
Look at that.
Find iFish Pro online at ifishpro.com or at your favorite sporting goods retailer.
Third time's the charm. There he is. He was about to be the smartest crappie in the lake. Not very big. Boy, the rest of the school did not like that. All right. The little guy. Fire him back.
The runt of the litter?
The runt of the litter, yep. Well, we thought we might be alone, but we're not.
Nope.
Holy smokes, this guy's just fired up. Oh! He was coming on that one hard. A little better, I think.
He's shaking his head.
Boy, if you're not seeing fish there, I mean, I've got them stacked up.
Yeah, I've got
I
nothing.
got another hole right over there at that auger. Come here, buddy. A little bigger. No giant slab by any means. We're gonna go quick. I got a bunch. Go, 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 go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Shallowest one at 20 feet, deepest one at about 23. There we go. That one was at 21, took her from the top of the school. Oh, this is fun stuff. We'll find the big ones by the end of the day for sure. Right now, we're just kind of trying to hone in on them. A little nicer. Boy, he's woofing that down. I got a rebait, Justin. If you want to come drop in this hole while I do that, I mean, I got just a pile
Try to keep
of
him there.
Back he goes. A little teamwork here. I'll keep those fish from leaving. That enough for you?
There's definitely fish there.
Get to about 21 feet and here they start coming.
Yep. Here he comes.
You're gonna catch him though. He's there.
Ooh,
Oh,
he was there. He was really light.
He's probably one of those that I've already messed with about 4 times.
Oh, you get your flash jam back down there. That might be the ticket right now.
Well, we'll find out.
We got a couple down there.
There they come piling back in.
Yeah, they like the way that's fluttering down there, I take it. And here he comes.
That was a no-doubter.
Jeez, that one just annihilated it.
I know. I've got a whole box of them if you want one.
I've got a few myself.
Boy, this lake is just full of these nice eating size crappies. Here's a little bigger one. Get that ice out of your mouth. You know, he's probably about 11 and a half. Got that thing way down in there.
You got a whole mess of them down
I
there
know.
now.
Less talking, more dropping
fishing.
and fishing.
Over there, showing up on the drop.
There he is. Oh, my screen is just filthy right now in the best possible way. Hey, crappie. Whoop. All right, hope that would just pop loose. They're nice average size fish. We're gonna fire them right back and catch another one. Whoop. Off they go. Ah, he just hosed my fish finder.
Gave you a bath.
Yeah. There he comes. Got him. This is crazy good. Took a little bit to dial in the location, which it always seems to. You know, there's really nothing holding these fish. They're kind of adhering to a depth more than anything. Nice, fat, thick fish. We're gonna end up keeping some of these yet. See you later, buddy. What's nice about this, you know, the basin area in any given lake is relative. You know, guys will say after watching one of our shows, well, I don't have water that's, you know, X number of feet deep. It really doesn't matter. You're looking for water in a lot of lakes, say 15 feet deeper or more. If you've got a real shallow lake, most of it 6-8 feet, and you've got one area that's 15 feet deep, that's your basin. In some lakes, the basin for crappies might be 35 or 40 feet deep. Here it's 26. The fish are coming in anywhere between 19 and 22, 23 feet. There's a lot of them.
Lithium Shuttle, only from Markham Technologies. Okuma Fishing Tackle offers a complete lineup of reels for the die-hard ice angler. The Okuma Samar 10 and Inspira 20 are a perfect match with your favorite panfish or walleye ice fishing rod. Both feature a long stem handle that fits comfortably in a gloved hand. Cyclonic flow rotor technology that throws water off the reel to minimize ice buildup. And a drag system optimized for use in extreme conditions. Everywhere, every day, every fish. Okuma Fishing Tackle is inspired fishing.
At Aluma, we make the longest lasting, most dependable enclosed trailers on the road today. By building quality our competition just can't match. Our all aluminum construction gives you a heavy duty but lightweight trailer that can handle your tough hauls. Aluma trailers are engineered for ease of use with you in mind. All backed by our unbeatable 5-year warranty. Work or play, get there with Aluma. We're in it for the long haul.
Proving yet again that the best never rest, Otter introduces Otter Thermal Tech, the proprietary full thermal shell found on every Otter shelter. Beginning with the all-new XT-H hub shelters and the all-new lightweight one-man XT hideout, on up to the ever-popular XT and XT Pro Series shelters that have earned a near-legendary reputation for unmatched toughness and durability. At Otter, we know stopping at good enough is way overrated. This ice season, see for yourself how the best just keep getting better.
That looks like a really nice one. What'd I miss?
I kept the fire warm.
There you go.
Yep. And he absolutely choked it. You can see he has that VMC chandelier jig just way down the throat. Slunk. Thank you. Oop, there he goes.
I've got a seat here for you if you want to come take a weight off. I guarantee you're going to catch just as many fish over here as you will over there.
Don't mind if I do.
Come on over.
There we go.
All right, get a bait down there. Let's see who can catch this one at 23 feet. I think it's going to be me, since you're still above the surface of the water. Oop, there you, oh! So what I'm saying is you've got a chance. Here we go. Boop. Oh, did he just dunk that? That was the Oreo and a glass of milk dunk. Oh, there.
And I missed.
Well, what'd you do? That'll probably be your only chance today, Justin. That was it. Oh, here's a decent one. Oh,
There you go.
there you go. I believe you refer to that as climbing the ladder. Boy, did he eat that. That's a nice crappie right there. We can take a whole bunch like that. And you're right, these fish are thick. All right,
And there's another
point
one.
made. Stop talking, more fishing. Good one?
Yep. Pretty standard, maybe a little bit below average. And there he goes.
Yeah, they just keep coming through.
Yep.
You know, it took a little while for us to pinpoint the depth these fish were running at. So basically what we did is we started at the deepest portion of this basin, which was what, about 28 feet?
Yep.
And they just started working shallow. And once we determined the depth, the preferred depth these fish were running at, then we went kind of in an X pattern to that original line and punched a bunch of holes at that, 26, 25 foot range. And now we're on the fish. I mean, they're consistently coming through. We could probably sit here all day long. Bonk.
There he is.
All right, I'm gonna pick on one of his buddies. This is actually kind of a nice way to fish. I mean, we don't get to do it very often because typically, the fish are so scattered. But the nice thing about fishing side by side like this is when a school comes through, the chances are that, one of us is gonna have a bait down there. It'll hold the attention of the school. Right now, we're both fighting the fish, and this is when they'll just kind of get disinterested and swim off.
There's a nice
Did you get a
one.
good one?
He's lively.
Yeah, decent pair. Well, I know we talked about keeping some fish today, but I'm gonna keep firing them back. The way they're biting, we can just keep fishing the last half hour of the day and call it good.
Absolutely. There he goes.
In-Depth Outdoors, Spot on the Spot ID.
On today's Spot on the Spot ID, we really want to share our thought process for how we go about breaking down a very typical crappie lake so we can eliminate water really quickly, and then even how we go about drilling holes to be very efficient out there on the ice. So this is just for representation only. We didn't fish these bodies of water, but the point is, once you've trained yourself on how to look for the area that's likely to hold crappies in the winter, you can eliminate water so incredibly fast that you can go to just about any good crappie lake across the upper Midwest and get on fish fast. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna turn on some depth shading on the Garmin GPS map. And what we're gonna do is set it for anything deeper than 30 feet, color that red. Turn that on, and what you see here, Eagle Lake. It's got some nice bays and arms to it. They're very shallow, like I was mentioning. It really only has one area of deep water. How about Inch Lake over here? It's got two. We'll zoom in on that one. Boy, I tell you what, if that lake's got a good crappie population, you could get on fish really quickly on that body of water. Two nice little basins. This one over here is a little bit deeper. This one bottoms out in about 30 foot of water. That's very similar to the depth ranges that we fished during today's show. And once we've isolated these areas of basin water, we'll basically start right in the middle of the red patch there and drill towards a shallower section of that basin. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the area, that depth range the fish are running at. Typically midday during high skies, they'll be out over the deeper water available. Now, I don't very often find crappies utilizing water than say about 40 feet of depth. So we're really kind of looking for a very specific depth range, and that tips the hand in the angler's favor. So we punched from about 30 foot up into 22 foot, found the majority of our fish in that 23 to 24 foot range. And then once we had that kind of identified, then we start punching holes similar to the shape of the basin, the contour of the basin at that depth range. And the one last thing I'm going to add is you will notice a very logical movement to the fish throughout the day. Early in the morning, they're going to be shallower. Later in the day, midday around noon, they're definitely going to be moving a little bit deeper, and they'll repeat that process during that low light period at the end of the day. So make sure you make a point to move with those fish as they move throughout the day. If you follow these very simple ideas, you're going to be a lot more successful as a crappie fisherman out there on the ice.
Brandl GM in Aiken, Minnesota's only haggle-free Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer, is a proud sponsor of In-Depth Outdoors TV. Our Brandl value price ensures that you don't have to spend your entire day haggling to get a great deal. And every new vehicle comes with our exclusive gimmick-free lifetime powertrain warranty. Whether you're in need of service, sales, parts, or body shop repair, stop by our state-of-the-art facility in Aiken or visit us 24/7 at brandlgm.com.
Looking for the perfect fishing vacation? Leech Lake, Minnesota. There's over 112,000 acres of water to explore with fantastic walleye, bass, pike, panfish, and trophy muskies. The fishing opportunities are endless. Leech Lake has it all with over 30 resorts, lodges, campgrounds, and hotels line its pristine shores. Plan your trip. It's Minnesota's original up-north vacation destination.
Markham's new pocket-sized handheld underwater cameras, the Recon 5 and 5 Plus, use a 5-inch color display to deliver superior screen detail and employ a combination of dark water LED and infrared lighting to punch through the darkness. The Recon 5 Plus adds a built-in DVR and on-screen display for critical information, previously only available on full-sized underwater viewing systems. This winter, see what you've been missing with a Recon from Markham Technologies, the undisputed leader in underwater cameras.
More the same. We have caught a bunch of them today. I switched over to the largest chandelier they make. That's a 3/16 of an ounce. The reason I did that was it's so windy. Some of the smaller baits, we're just having a hard time getting those down to these fish before they cruise through and move on. So this bait sinks like mad. It's kind of a spike delivery system more than anything. It's a tungsten weight painted. And that's a pretty darn nice crappie there. All right, fish, see you bye-bye. Send brothers, sisters. We have caught a slug of fish today. You know what, the only thing that we haven't done is, really ice an absolute giant. But been a good time. And we're kind of coming into that time of day where a great big one's gonna come topside. This is when we'd expect it to happen. Either that or early in the morning. Got him.
Nice.
Chandelier. When that wind dies down, it's not half bad out here.
Yes, that's very nice.
There we go. Boy, how many times have we done that today?
A lot.
So many fish. You know, once we got this dialed in, got them cornered, it's pretty easy to catch these guys. You know, we've had flurries. It's not like it's been nonstop all day long by any means. But we've got them boxed in a corner right now. Let that guy go. See you later, guy. Whoosh. Just fishing that heaviest chandelier. I think it's 3/16 of an ounce. Just drops like a stone. And these crappies have not proven terribly finicky today. So, you know, I started out with that Flash Champ spoon, realized that there probably wasn't any reason to fish that light. Switched over to this chandelier. And what's really nice about that bait is it gets down to those crappies fast. So very often these fish are swimming around, swimming through. Here comes another one. Oh, he nosed it. If you don't get that bait down there in a couple of seconds, they're gone. They swim over to Justin's hole and then he gets to catch them, and I don't want that.
They did swim over here.
They did?
Yep.
I can't keep them all over here. Got one coming to take a peek?
Yep.
There you go.
And he took a bite. And he's got a friend down there. There he is, not a bad one. There we go. Another cookie cutter, but we won't complain that he came to visit.
Crappie by the metric ton.
Yes. He just put that right in the beak.
I think he had some help.
Right where you want her. Woo! He's got some spunk to him.
Yeah?
Not a bad fish at all. There you go, bud. Oof. 100 miles an hour, he is out of here.
So that brings us to the end of today's show. It was a fantastic time out there on the ice with Justin, getting to know a body of water that neither of us knew well at all. Now, the techniques we've shared today, they're universal. They work anywhere across the ice belt on this type of body of water, so do put them to use. Now, before we go, just a couple things I want to mention. When you're fishing midwinter crappies, the depth you're taking fish from really matters. When you start to approach 30 foot of water or more, those fish, when released, will not survive in a lot of cases, so do keep that in mind. If you catch a fish from deeper water, just reduce it to possession versus letting it go, knowing that it's probably not going to make it. So the second thing I want to remind everybody is, if you want a chance to fish and film with In-Depth Outdoors, make sure you go to our homepage and register for the Dream Trip giveaway sponsored by Brandl GM. So that's all from us here today at In-Depth Outdoors. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
For more info on the latest fish reports, gear recommendations, and hottest techniques, connect with us online at indepthoutdoors.com or follow us on Facebook at In-Depth Outdoors. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to let our sponsors know.